Chag Sameach to everyone. Happy Chanukah night number 8. A special night. We are going to have the entire menorah candelabra lit, and the flames will be burning and warming our hearts. It's freezing cold outside. There's 15 inches of snow. We haven't even been shoveled out. We can't get outside, but inside it's so warm and beautiful. Reminds me of the story in 1967, the president of Israel, Shazar, came to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. He came to America, and being a descendant of Chabad Chassidim, he came to visit the Rebbe. And when he came, it was a bitter, cold winter morning, day. And the Rebbe came outside of 770 to greet him as respect to the president of Israel. And he told the Rebbe in Yiddish, the Kelt schneit durch de Beine, which means the cold is biting through my bones. It was freezing. And the Rebbe looked at him with a smile, and the Rebbe said, "Zu libdem is the neshama gekommen von Welt." Isn't this the reason the soul came to this world? To light and warm those cold bones. The world is cold. The world is dark. The world is hard. But our job, the neshama, the soul, comes to this world to warm and illuminate the menorah. This year, in Western Siberia, it might be cold here, but in Western Siberia, it's minus 10 degrees without the windshield. The Chabad rabbi there who came 5 years ago, Rabbi Gorelik, this year he put up a 14-foot ice menorah, 2.5 tons. That's 5,000 pounds of ice. Tall menorah. And on the first night of Chanukah, when he lit the menorah, it was televised on national TV in Israel. And in his message when he spoke, he said, I was brought here a few years ago as a messenger of the Lubavitcher Rebbe to melt the ice in this cold, freezing place, frigid Siberia, Western Siberia. I think the place is called Kumant. But he says, now that I'm here a few years, I realized that my real job is not to melt the ice, but to harness the ice, to take that ice and to use it to kindle a menorah that should be seen far and bright. Yes, this world is full of ice. We've had a year that there's been so much ice, so much coldness, so much darkness, so much loneliness. But our job is to harness it. Our job is to take that ice and with our warmth of our souls that God brought us down to the world, to illuminate the world and to erect a tall menorah that stands bright and full of candles, bringing joy and warmth and light and hope and courage and strength to a world so dark. The day after Rabbi Gorelik lit the menorah in Western Siberia, he got a call from the Protestant priest who says, I want to meet you by the menorah. He came to meet him, and the Protestant priest goes over to the menorah and he kisses the menorah. And he turns to Rabbi Gorelik and he says, this is mine too. My maternal grandmother was Jewish. My mother was Jewish. And I am Jewish. And I touched the menorah because I realized the sacredness and the warmth and the love is mine too. Yes, tonight is the last night. We're going to light all 8 candles. And you might say, it's the last night. What's going to be with the light? No. Our job is to take that light, to take that warmth, and to bring you with us into the cold, frigid winter, and to illuminate the hearts and souls and minds of all those we encounter in a positive way. May God bless us all, that this year Chanukah be a memorable one in the sense that we found the new hope of a vaccine of courage, of strength, to heal this world in so many ways it needs healing. Shayna, we're ready? Well, you want to hold it? Melech Chaylam Asher Kiddishanu B'mitzvah Vitzi Laligner Adai Eloi Melech Haolam She'asa Nisim Bayomim Bizman Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the Shabbos. This is the Shabbos, Shayna. Okay, do you, Shayna? Use this one. Yeah. Go. Go.
Asher Kiddishanu B'mitzvah V'tzivanu Chanukah
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shonishim v'avoseinu Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvah v'tzivanu lehavlik Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim v'avoseinu bayamim bizman hazeh.
Amen. Maishi, start the bracha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvah v'tzivanu lehavlik Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim v'avoseinu bayamim bizman hazeh.
Sham and Sarkam.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvah v'tzivanu lehavlik Chanukah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim v'avoseinu bayamim bizman hazeh.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvah v'tzivanu lehavlik Chanukah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim v'avoseinu bayamim bizman hazeh.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu v'tzivanu lehavlik Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim v'avoseinu bayamim bizman hazeh.
Amen.
Okay, it's hot. It's
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosam, v'tzivanu l'adlik ner Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim l'avoseinu hayomim hahem bizman Want to sing a song together? Oh, Chanukah, Chanukah, come and sing it. Look at me. We all candles are burning light. One for each night they share us light to revive us again. One for each night they share us light to remind. Oh, Dreidel, I made you out of clay. And when you join it ready, oh, Dreidel, I shall play. Dreidel. Oh, Dreidel sand. When I try to spin it, it crumbles in my hand. Say happy Chanukah. Happy Chanukah, night number 8. Make sure to light your candles so you could be part of this beautiful mitzvah on the last night and watch the story that each candle will tell you. As you kindle it, each one says a story of survival, of resilience, of hope. And watch the stories and listen to the messages. Happy Chanukah. Chanukah.